Our next contestant coming to the stage. Oh, let's see. She competed in last year's. What's that? Are you still? Oh, okay. Go get it all out. Keep congratulating. Your family's not overbearing at all. Not one bit. Uh-huh. This next contestant coming to the stage. Very, very talented. She appeared in last year's competition. She's a producer over at Headline News for the Nancy Grace Show. Clap, everybody, for Marlaina Schiavo. Marlaina Schiavo, everybody.
Jane, I'm sorry about the makeup. She was at my house. All right. So K+8 got canceled. Yeah, I don't care either. But she did some interviews and she said that, you know, she'd really like to continue doing motivational speaking. I don't need to see Kate Gosselin give a motivational speech. Just looking at her life motivates me to never have sex again. And what is she going to talk about, really? I mean, I don't think anything she can say is inspirational at all. She has 8 kids, all little. She has no job now. She has no husband because he left her, and she has no one who wants to date her. She's not exactly the poster child for you can have it all. She gets on my nerves, just a little bit. You know who else really bothers me that has a gabillion kids? That family, 19 kids and counting. Yeah, I know. And that woman gave birth to all 19 kids. And I feel bad for her husband. He probably thinks he has the world's smallest penis. Someone needs to call him and say, no, your wife has an Olympic-sized vagina. You think when he loses stuff, he's like, honey, I can't find my sunglasses. Can you check your vagina? And while you're up there, can you look for my golf bag? Yeah, I know. I just have to keep going with it. Yeah. So, I'm not ready to have kids, if you haven't noticed. I was, and this is why I know. I was driving in a car with my fiance recently, and he was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and a bee flew in the car. And he's like, oh my God, swat it, get it out of here, get it out of here. I'm like, no way, you know? So I'm scared of bees, so I rolled down all the windows, I jumped in the back seat, I ducked down, and I hoped for the best. So when we pulled over, he looks at me, he goes, you know what, Marlaina? You're not very good in a crisis. What if one day you are driving by yourself and you've got a baby in the back seat and a bee flies in the car? What are you gonna do? And my first thought was, how the fuck did a baby get in the back seat? I know I paid for child-proof locks. So, you know where I work. I work on the Nancy Grace Show, and that doesn't encourage me to have kids either. You know, we do a lot of stories about missing kids and crimes against kids, and believe it or not, these are a lot of the stories we don't cover, but we come across a lot of cases where everyday people, not Casey Anthony's, like literally just run over their kids. They back over their own kids with their cars. It's really sad. And it's because they have SUVs and they can't see because they're so small. And I'm thinking, this is really scary. I own an SUV. And I can't imagine the damage that a toddler would do to the undercarriage of my car. That is scary. I don't even know if insurance covers that. Oh. Speaking of moving violations, I was driving in New Jersey recently, and I was trying to get over into the left lane. And, you know, this guy wouldn't let me in. He just would not let me in. And so, naturally, I gave him the finger. And, you know, unfortunately for me, he was an undercover cop in an unmarked car. And he pulled me over, and he gave me 3 tickets. So I'm furious, and I called my mom up, and I'm complaining, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And she goes, well, you know what, Marlaina? I mean, you just can't go around fingering people. I mean, she means well. She's just not obviously wording this properly. And I was like, no. You're not saying that right. Don't say it again. She goes, no, I'm serious, Marlaina. You just can't go around fingering whoever you want to. It's going to get you in trouble. She's right. Jamie Les Mitchell gave me the same advice right before the show. I'm really sorry about that, Jane. When you said you needed a hand, I thought that was code for something. My bad. Call me. I got the light. Thanks, everybody.
Marlaina Schiavo.